Croatian basketball.
Definitely, there is something different.
It's all in the water.
It's in our culture.
That's what they came to see. To Zubac. Oh my goodness!
Samanic.
Dino, Radja for the game.
Growing up in Croatia, there's a lot of basketball courts. Even the kids and people who play different sports, they still got some interest in it. With such a big history, I think it's just natural. So it was easy to get into playing that sport.
There is a great tradition here in this area of the world, and some great players came out of here.
Croatia has a lot of good athletes. People are really into basketball. They're passionate about basketball. In the old days, when all these computers and video games and that were not available, kids were in a way forced to go out and play the games and then learn the games.
Every high school, primary school, everybody have the outside court, so you can always go play. It's really accessible, and there's a lot of teams. You do teams that when you're younger, you can go and join, either for fun, either if you want to try to be serious.
We were well known about our coaches, their idea how to give their basketball knowledge to the players.
Our school is well documented and successful. Many great players that came in the early days in NBA, and even today you have so many in the league.
A lot of Croatian teams won EuroLeague.
I just think people in Croatia are competitive in any possible way, and I can't point what it is, but it works for us.
In the past, people got used to a lot of success, a lot of medals in international competitions.
When you are fortunate enough to be a part of a good generation, like I was, that just 67, 68 born generation was great.
I know I was part of a great generation. Really, you never think of yourself as something like that. But, when you walk the street and when you see people coming to you and you realize you did something special.
I mean, everyone still talks about them. Everyone talks about Radja, and everyone talks about Toni, everyone talks about Dino, what they did in the NBA, what they did for the national team. They left a big mark on Croatian basketball.
Control, three, the NBA's leading three-point shooter.
Drazen Petrovic was a hero in his homeland of Croatia, but he wanted to prove himself at the game's highest level, and he would do just that when he arrived in the NBA. He was just entering the prime of his career when he passed away, but his legacy lives on throughout the basketball world.
Most of the teammates don't really know, and when you tell them about the names that came out of Croatia, it catches everyone by surprise. And I tried to talk about it a lot. I tried to let everyone know, I tried to educate everyone.
Kukoc with a fake pass in the basket. What a great fake by Kukoc.
Toni Kukoc. He's the guy who I grew up with, and I had a great relationship with on the court. We could play together with our eyes closed.
We tried to be in the arenas as much as possible and do as many repetitions as it was humanly possible.
What Toni did was amazing. That's him and Drazen are the players from Croatia that I look up to. I think they're open door for European players even more than before.
Toni got it. Oh,
Number one, chance.
He's a winner. He won, and him especially being tall and being able to play from outside, inside, to shoot and everything. I think he's the guy that I was always watching. I was really young, so I didn't really get to watch him live. But even now, sometimes I just go to YouTube and I just see like the things he did and stuff.
Obviously, I love to hear that, and if I get a chance to talk to him more, I would certainly do it to help him with anything he needs.
Luka pulls the trigger, bottom of the net.
just getting better and better the more he's out there.
The best thing you can do is to play for your country and try to win, medals and competing at the highest level. It's a dream come true for everybody.
I had many great moments in my life and many titles won at 1992 Olympics against the Dream Team and the semi-final game we won against the Russians. Those two moments are like highlights of my career.
Nowadays, when we all retired and this and that, talking to certain other players, having friends outside the basketball, they love to reminiscing about the Jugoplastika days.
See, I have goosebumps right now. It was unbelievable, really.
The European champions, Jugoplastika split.
We were such a great team. We're kids. We're like 20-year-old kids.
Kukoc has that great touch. He's only 21 years of age and is eligible for the NBA draft next year. Radja was drafted by the Boston Celtics. He'll be in a Celtic uniform next year.
We play against, Barcelona with like 3 Americans, with Maccabi with 4 Americans. We managed somehow to beat all of them. And on the meeting before the games, we had Božo Maljković as the head coach. He came to us and he said, guys, I don't know how did you make Final Four, really? Because you are kids and it's a great honor for me to work with you. Please don't lose by 30 because everybody will say you don't belong here. And that was his speech, really.
Coach Maljković is in on every play. I'm really impressed with the intensity and the work ethic of the Jugoplastika team.
We go and we win the championship. So going back home, Split is like 200,000 people. Beside, a hospitalized person and maybe the toddlers and everything, everybody else was on the street. And it was amazing, really, amazing couple of days.
Here comes Hazoni, he does too.
Oh, my goodness. Out of Croatia.
Kezonja, Žižić, Zubac, they are all very quality players.
Dario Saric, strong in the paint.
I know Dario very well. He is a guy that works more than anybody else, and that's why it's not a surprise for me that he's having a successful season.
Bogey puts up the shot, and it goes down.
Bojan has been really mature lately, and he had a great season too. And I think both of those guys did very well staying in Europe enough to mature and get ready for NBA.
We got new, younger generation coming up now, which is very talented, and we got some really good players. Our goal is to return that success in basketball to the country that definitely deserves it.
Soccer in Croatia is the first sport, but basketball, I think Croatia for sure the second sport. It has to be. Maybe we can bring it to the first place. We'll see. First, let's say we have Olympics this year, so it'll be amazing.
I would love to see that. Why not? Our time is past. We did what we had to do, let's say, and then that was our limit at the time. So I would absolutely love to see they do way better and then winning the finals. You're always hoping that there are going to be some kids that they're going to find the same interest in way of improving and playing together, learning the game and performing the best way possible.
Kids today can see, there is a chance. What did this guy do to achieve it?
Dino working on Shaq. Oh, Dino! Oh, Dino!
You know what they say, once a Celtic, always a Celtic. Me being here today, it's a feeling that, I don't know, that word has not been invented yet. The group of guys I had to play with was amazing. Toni, Kukoc, my basketball soulmate. I had the privilege to play with Dražen Petrović, another Hall of Famer. Thank you, Hall of Fame, for having me.
It pushes you to work hard because those are people from your country. They made it. They did all those big things, and gives you confidence and it gives you belief that you can do it too.